The elites and all of the disturbed, naughty people are not being ruled over by some group of negative outside bad guys. They're not being controlled and puppeted by parasites, by the devil, by demons, by reptilian overlords, by the demiurge and his archons, by Yahweh the war god, by the false prison planet constructed by Yaldabaoth. They are only a product of humanity. The parts of humanity that suck do not suck because of some group of external bad guys. The parts of humanity that suck because of humanity. No external adversary to cast our demons onto. No version of the devil puppeting humanity. Humanity's problems are humanity's and humanity's alone. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can start asking the hard questions and deal with it. What if the spiritual battles and warfare referenced in one way or another within many different spiritual belief systems do not have to do with battles between external forces, but have more to do with battles within ourselves? And because of the level of shame that we have about that, we continuously project that on to an outside force. Evil is a cop-out. Nobody likes this take, and it makes them very uncomfortable, and I want to be so clear that the reason it makes you uncomfortable is the reason that it's a cop-out. When I say evil, casting people off as evil or bad people is a cop-out that actually does no good, it's not because I sympathize with people who do things that we deem as evil. It's not because I don't feel empathy for the victims of people who do things that are evil. It's not because it doesn't enrage me that these things exist. Actually, my philosophy that bad people is a cop-out, casting people off as bad, as evil is a cop-out, is because I'm enraged by acts that we deem as evil, and I want them to stop. And here's the thing, if we simply cast people off as evil, it will never stop. They will continue to do the evil things in the shadows. The only way that we can truly prevent and deal with things that we deem to be evil is by understanding why that group or person does it. Is by truly trying to get inside of the mind of that person so that we could understand what drives people to those lengths. It's not about sympathizing with bad people, it's about preventing bad people from being created. Talk about incel extremists on the internet is actually a really good example, because people are starting to say there's a reason why particularly young boys who have a lack of confidence and feel compelled to fit into patriarchal expectations are becoming radicalized and doing heinous things, because people are starting to talk about there's a reason that they do it, because they feel isolated, because the patriarchy hurts men too, because they feel they have to fit into some sort of mold. And not only are people starting to talk about why this happens, I'm seeing a resulting of many mothers in particular, I'm sure it's dads too, but I've seen mainly mothers talking about the importance of making young boys feel not only emotionally supported, but understand emotional intelligence and understand how to cope with their emotions. That is a solution. That is good investigative work to try to understand the people that we might deem evil.